Oh, big balls there. These were the two. I thought that they could spring their balls a little bit.
Alright.
I'm good, thank you.
What are you filming for?
Pardon?
What are you filming for?
For my own purpose.
What purpose is that?
My own.
Pardon?
My own.
Right, okay. I'll come out and speak.
Do I need a purpose to film?
Huh?
Do I need a purpose to film?
Well, normally you do.
No, I don't.
Let this guy get out.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself?
Show the numbers there. 1171 NA.
If you could actually say what the numbers are, please. Not
Yep.
everyone can actually read them.
1171 NA. No
Thank
worries.
you.
So what's the purpose of filming today?
For my own purpose.
Yeah, what's the purpose?
My own purpose.
Just what's the purpose?
Because I want to film.
Okay. Obviously, when we see people filming outside, we get a little bit worried.
Yeah.
There's terrorism, things like that.
Okay, so
That's
you're calling
why
me
we
a terrorist?
I'm asking your purpose.
Okay. Well then, can you tell me then the last time when a police station was actually hit by a terrorist?
Well, that's not the point.
Okay,
Is it?
yes it is the point, because it's predominantly, okay, it will be the public that will get hit by a terrorist, not the police.
I think that's incorrect.
No, it's not incorrect. You've only got to look at past events, okay, and you will actually see that.
Okay.
And then when you look at the last
PCP
police
Farmer.
station, the last police station that actually
about
got hit by a
PCP
bomb,
Farmer?
okay, was in
That got stabbed by a
1972.
terrorist. How about that?
Okay, yeah, that was a stabbing.
Yeah, that's a terrorist act.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, if that's the case, then should we then talk about a certain officer that killed a young woman when he was
wasn't
in
a terrorist
uniform?
act.
No, but that was a member of the police. That was a member of the police. Okay, that actually killed a member of the public.
Right.
Okay.
So what's
So
the point of that in terrorism?
because it's my right. Okay.
I'm not saying it's
to
not your
film,
right, but I'm asking
okay.
why you're filming.
Because I can.
Yeah, but for what reason? So you
My own reason. My own reason.
But we're asking you why. I mean, we've got powers under the Terrorist Act.
What,
to
section
search
43?
you, to search you,
And
to
if
search
you
your
use
phone.
section 43, okay, it will be unlawful for one.
For why?
Okay,
Why is
because
that?
it's my lawful right. And if you actually read the actual memo that got sent by the IOPCC,
Okay.
IOPCC, sorry, back in 2020, right, it will actually state that people can actually film a police station,
Yeah.
okay, police staff, police vehicles, okay, and section 43 should not be used, okay, in that actual
hostile
event.
reconnaissance? What about that?
Okay.
What
Do you-
if we see you filming outside a police station?
Okay, well
and it
then,
could be viewed as
let me put it to you this way.
hostile
I'll put it very bluntly. Okay, if you believe, okay, that it is, okay, then if you contact the counterterrorism
reconnaissance? Well, we haven't
squad.
got time for that. It could be
Well, no.
terrorism.
If you
We haven't
believe
got
that,
time
if
for
you,
that.
well, I'm just standing here.
Right.
Okay, if
What
you
does it
believe,
say
if you
then?
believe that, okay, then.
The day starts with a simple question, but the atmosphere shifts instantly. A camera is raised, and a routine exchange turns tense. Questions about terrorism, past incidents, and police powers swirl through the air, each word loaded with suspicion. The auditor refuses to justify his filming, asserting his lawful right with calm defiance. Section 43 is invoked. Counterterrorism powers are hinted at, but logic begins to fracture. Under the weight of authority, and every accusation hangs in the air, unproven onlookers can feel the balance of power teeter. A public footpath, a police station, a lens capturing the truth. What should be ordinary becomes a careful negotiation of rights, responsibility, and perception. Tension lingers, unresolved yet illuminated.
You contact them.
Well, no.
Okay, but
so I'm
also
looking
as well,
at my
what are
camera.
your reasonable grounds? What are
Right,
your
so you're
reasonable
outside,
grounds?
So you've waited for a van to come out. How do I know you're not going to run in when you're filming a police station? What for? It could be for the exit.
Well, this is a public footpath. This is a public
You in-
footpath.
That's not a public.
It makes no difference. I can
That's
film.
private.
I can film.
Yeah, so we've come out. We're asking
Hang on, you
why.
say that that's private. Okay, that is owned by the public.
But it's
Okay.
private. You need a pass to get in.
Who's going in? I'm not getting in.
Ground.
I'm not getting in.
So I've asked you.
You made a presumption
why are you-
that I may
why-
go in.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, you made a
can't- we can't
presumption.
take that chance. 'Cause
Yeah, I know.
apparently Terrorists don't attack us. They do. I
Okay.
just gave you an example, haven't I? A few
Yeah,
years ago.
and then should we then talk about actual people then that get abused by the police on a daily basis?
Is that what you're filming for?
Okay.
Are you seeing if police are abusing people within the custody?
Well, yeah, you tried to say about using section 43, okay, and that would have been an abuse of power.
Well, it's not an abuse of
You
power.
you said the terrorism act, yeah, which is a completely lawful activity. It's a completely lawful. Several of your colleagues.
At the police station, yeah? That is in out here.
Yeah. Okay. Could you identify yourself for me,
Yes,
please?
PC McKenna, 1263.
Thank you very much.
Why do you get so anti when police come and speak to you?
I'm not anti.
Surely it's a good thing.
No, I've had several
buildings.
good interactions here today.
Right.
Okay, with 3 other officers. I've had
Okay.
some really nice interactions with them.
Okay. So
Right,
saying this isn't
and not
nice.
one of them even attempted to bring up to do with terrorists.
Well, the first thing
Not
I see
one of
when
them.
people come outside a police building and start filming, that's the first thing I see. That's what I think. That's it.
Well, then you need to actually rethink your actual mindset, okay?
I don't think so.
Well, yes, you do, okay? And when you see a member of the public, whether or not they're filming or not, okay, maybe if you actually approach and said, can I help you, okay, like you did when you stuck your head out the van,
I did.
okay, but then it should be, okay, is there anything else I can do for you, whatever, okay? I should be allowed to carry on and do what I'm lawfully allowed to
I've
do,
allowed you to. You've been filming me for ages.
okay,
So I've allowed you to.
okay? Well, it's not about you allowing me to.
You just told me to allow you to.
It's not about you allowing me to, it's something that I'm rightfully within my rights to do so.
Right, okay. You've just told me to allow you to. I have for about 10 minutes now. So.
What's your-
What's your first name?
I won't give my name.
Okay. What are you auditing? Just out of interest.
Pardon?
You're auditing, right?
I am,
What
correct.
are you auditing?
A public building, okay, and a public service.
What is it? Just the amount of police officers come out, or the vehicles?
No, just whatever I can see. Just whatever I can see. Whether or not a vehicle comes out, okay, an officer comes out, makes no difference. I'll film whatever I can see.
Just police stations you do, or do you go into any other?
Any public service.
So like a library? Would you go?
A routine day outside a police station quickly becomes a study in tension and right. A camera is raised, questions are asked, and suspicion lingers in the air, but calm defiance meets every challenge. The auditor explains plainly, filming public buildings, observing public services, exercising lawful freedoms, while officers probe, invoking counterterrorism powers, and section 43 searching for justification. The atmosphere shifts as a second officer arrives, curiosity softening, confrontation conversation moves. Beyond legality to the fragile relationship between police and public, highlighting divides past reforms and attempts at engagement. In these moments, observation becomes more than documentation. It becomes a lens on power, trust, and the delicate negotiation of rights and responsibilities.
That's a public service. It all depends. It all depends.
On what you see?
Yeah, I use it for my own personal interest.
And how many hours do you put in a week, would you say?
That's irrelevant to how many hours I put in.
Do you enjoy it?
I do enjoy it, yeah. So because at the moment, and especially with the Met, and then even then if you look at homicide police, okay, there is a massive divide between the public and the police. There is a massive divide. Okay, and that divide is something that needs to be closed, because we need a police force without any shadow of doubt. It's very important that we have one.
Yeah, it's a good relationship.
Okay.
That's why initially PCSOs were introduced, initially.
Yeah, but then now there's loads of mixed views to do with that, okay, whether or not that was the actual right thing, or was it actually about actually trying to get trained officers in.
What do you mean?
Trained officers.
Well, no,
they're civil, weren't they? But
yeah, okay, they're not in the same level as you guys as constables. No. They're not in the same level.
They don't have the same powers.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, it's not that
Okay.
They've got their own job. It's not the same level. It's just that they don't.
Yeah, they've been put in as
the bridge.
as a replacement, okay, to what used to be the old home beat officers, okay, where they go out onto different estates. Okay, and try and engage.
You've got safer neighbourhoods, haven't you?
Yeah.
So then you've got the PCSOs that are attached to the safer neighbourhoods. The majority of them, not all of them, obviously, and they're trying to bridge that gap. So is that what you're trying to look into then?
Well, yeah, it's to see how the police actually feel, okay, to do with it, and that's why I said I've had some good. I'm not here for that.
But when I came out, straight away I said, oh, what are you doing? And you didn't want to tell me. But if you just said, I do an audit, I do it on all public buildings, then it would have been...
But I don't have to justify what I'm doing.
But I'm asking you a question. Just
Yes.
like if we walked past in the street and you wanted to ask me a question,
Yeah.
I'd answer it.
And I said, what did I turn around and say to you what I was doing?
purpose.
Okay.
That's it.
For my own interest.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you didn't say your own interest. You said a purpose.
Yeah, my own purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you look at it, my own purpose is my own business.
Right.
Okay. And if I don't wish to tell you what that business is, I do not have to tell you what that business is.
Okay, but when you're videoing places like this, you can't like get all angsty when people come and ask you.
So then,
'Cause it's our job to come and ask and make sure it's safe.
so then, do you go up to everybody then that's filming Buckingham Palace, okay, and 10 Downing Street,
That's not my
okay,
job to
and
do
stop
that.
them all?
That's not my job
okay.
to do that.
Do you go round to every single place, like even then when you look at the Olympic Park, okay, that's not far.
Begins as a simple encounter, quickly expands into a reflection on rights perception and trust. The auditor welcomes interaction, but refuses to justify lawful filming, calmly asserting that observing public buildings and services is his right, not an obligation. Questions about terrorism and purpose flare briefly, but the discussion evolves, exposing a philosophical fault line. Compliance versus freedom. Officers suggest explanation might prevent tension, yet the auditor stands firm rights are not. Conditional. From the street, the exchange reveals more than a routine stop. It illuminates the growing divide between police and public, the assumptions that shape interactions, and the delicate balance between authority, accountability, and personal liberty.
Even then when you look at that, okay, do you walk up to everyone that's got a camera?
It's not my job.
Okay. Do you walk up to everyone who you can see with a phone?
This is just a normal police station, isn't it?
Yep, and this
So
is
we've
just,
come out,
and I'm
you've
just a
stood near
normal
the
member of the
police.
public with a phone.
The first thought is, well, why is he filming? And that's what's come last year.
Okay. So, and that's why I said to you that instead of actually doing it exactly as you done, okay, and you've been very polite, it was with the other officers that I spoke to previously.
So what's your plan for the rest of the day? You're going to carry on monitoring?
I have no idea yet. I have no idea. I just take it. I just take it stage by stage.
I only know because I've spoken to the officers that stopped you earlier. If you continue to film, probably more officers are going to ask you what you're doing.
And that's fine. That's fine. And I welcome any interaction.
Well, you didn't really welcome mine, but no worries.
Well, maybe you should look at the way that you actually approach first.
But you said I was fine in the van.
Okay, yeah, and it was when you got out, your tone changed.
Right.
Okay.
You said it was when I mentioned the terrorism act,
Okay.
which was a good 10 minutes
Yeah.
into the conversation.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. The camera footage will actually show that. Also, as well, you didn't have that on straight away.
Well, it
Okay.
starts recording before I
Okay.
turn it on.
And just make sure, okay, that does actually get kept, because I will be requesting a copy of that.
For a policing purpose, it can get kept. So
Interaction winds down. The discussion shifts from confrontation to procedure, data retention, and accountability. The auditor confirms his intention to request footage, ensuring the encounter is preserved, while subtle exchanges over identification protocol and professionalism reveal the rigidity of rules and the human side of enforcement. Hands in pockets, badge numbers, polite corrections. These small moments carry weight, highlighting the gap between perception and reality. With the officers gone, the auditor reflects candidly, critiquing attitudes and professionalism, and offering a stark window into the state of policing today. What remains is quiet but powerful, a glimpse at how ordinary citizens are treated when simply exercising their lawful rights.
yeah.
Okay, and that's why I said I will request a copy of
No
it.
problem. But like I said, I can't film it unless it's regulated.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
With staff then.
Alright?
Or
Yep, no
you
worries.
can call up 101, which I'll write on here, and you can say, I would like to know your complaint about this.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you want to just one
I'm standing in public.
No, I'm just asking
And I'm
what's
filming
the
in public.
purpose of filming me just stood. That's all.
Well, you're still here with me, okay? So I'm still filming.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Have a good day. Take care. The ones that actually had the tattoo was all right, but the other one just there, that one there, nearest to me, what a moody cow she was. So she really didn't like that. So, and that is the state of affairs to do with the police. That is the state of affairs, and that's what we basically what they do.